scale is a really important part of any discussion when it comes to climate, and that's something that is important for the world. It's also important for a company like us. We're a large, complex company. We've got about 320,000 associates. We source crops, 30 major crops, 60 major countries, 40,000 farmers. And so for us, we're always looking for things, go big or don't do it. And so how do we use our size, our scale? And it's really around how do we invest? So we invest money against technologies, innovative technologies, efficiency. How do we innovate? How do we find new companies, startups or large companies, or new ways of doing things? And then partnerships. How do we use our size, our scale to be able to work with other organizations and companies to create partnerships? And so that's really what we're doing, is how do we use what we have to help move forward on the goals as part of our transformation program we call PepsiCo Positive, which is really about how we put sustainability squarely in the middle of what we're trying to do as a company. If alignment between what you're trying to do as a company, your business, and what you're trying to do from a sustainability standpoint doesn't happen, it's going to be philanthropy or CSR. What we've really tried to do at PepsiCo is link our strategy as a company. I used to head corporate strategy, so link our strategy as a company with our sustainability so that everybody in the business sees why this is important. Let me give you a good example. We're very involved in regenerative agriculture. Why? Because we're about 57% food, and a lot of our beverages also start from the earth. We touch about 7 million acres a year, and so we need crops to be able to create the products that consumers love. And so climate change, lack of biodiversity, water stress, all those things fundamentally threaten our business. And when people in the business, general managers, understand that, it's a lot easier to get them to see what do I need to do to be able to help mitigate the impacts of climate change. And then we work with them to give them the tools, the investment, the innovation, the partnerships to be able to make that happen. Speed is also a really important part of any discussion when it comes to climate. We've used up a lot of the time we might have had if everybody had been working on this 30 years ago. And so, again, what we're looking to do is how do we work with civil society, governments, to put, companies to put in place partnerships, good policy frameworks, which are a really important part, and then investment to be able to scale things very quickly, whether it's in creating a circular economy for our packaging, where we're looking at how do we use less, how do we reduce, how do we recycle, how do we really reinvent, to what do we do in agriculture, to how do we change the carbon footprint of transportation. All those things really have to happen at speed and at pace, and that's why we're here. This is really a magnet to be able to draw, and the report, I think, really did a nice job as well at teeing up what's necessary to move at scale, also at speed.